conferences a year, the Voice of the Prophets, Voice of the Apostles, and Greater Things. Greater Things Conference is the conference that's most focused on impartation of any of them. And she was there. And she's going to tell you what happened. I'm going to give her 5 minutes. You do need a mic. There you go.
Hey, my name is Rachel Ngom, and my background, I didn't grow up seeing signs, wonders, miracles. I didn't know God still healed until this year. And I actually found Randy. I was searching for my own healing after having chronic pain for 16 years, and I saw his video that he'll probably show tonight or tomorrow. And I was like, wow, God still does that. That's amazing. So I went to a conference in March, the Empowered Conference. I saw hundreds of people getting healed there, and my mind was blown. I was so excited at what God could do. So then I went to Greater Things, and at Greater Things, I received an impartation from Randy. And right after that, this guy comes up to me and he goes, I've had neuropathy in my hands for years. I feel like you're supposed to pray for me. And so I laid hands on him, I prayed for him, he gets completely healed. He's weeping, I'm weeping. And I'm just so excited. I'm like, wow, God can use me to do that. Like, I'm just gonna start praying for people. So I started praying for people and seeing them get healed. And then the Lord told me to start doing Zoom healing rooms. I have an online marketing company, so I have an online platform. So I started praying for people over Zoom and started seeing them get healed. A woman had a cyst on her knee the size of her thumb that completely disappeared over Zoom. Just like... just amazing things. So I want to share a couple stories with you. And remember, I didn't grow up in this. I never got a word of knowledge until Brazil, which you should go to Brazil or go on a trip with Global because it'll blow your mind and it's so fun. So we're in Brazil, and I'm praying for this one woman who's deaf. And as I'm praying for her, the Lord tells me she needs to sing. And so I have the translator start singing Waymaker in Portuguese, and this woman starts singing. And as she starts singing, the power of God just hits her and she falls over. And when she sits up, she can hear. And she told me she used to sing worship at her church, but when she got the disease that took her hearing, it took her voice too. So the Lord restored both of those things, which is awesome. I'll tell you another story from Brazil. So we go to mega churches, and we're supposed to give a word of knowledge. And I had never gotten a word of knowledge prior to Brazil, so I'm kind of nervous. And so we're on stage, we're supposed to give that word of knowledge. And I'm praying during the service of like, all right, God, I need something, like give me something here. And I feel pain in my collarbone. And so I'm like, all right, Lord, tell me more about that. And I see just like a quick picture of a car accident and the airbag hitting this woman. So I get on stage and I'm like, you injured your collarbone. I think it was in a car accident. And after the service, a woman on my bus runs up to me and she goes, Rachel, that word was for me. I was in a car accident, I injured my collarbone, and then we both say at the same time, it was the airbag. And so she's like, pray for me. So I just lay my hands on her collarbone. She gets completely healed. So I just want to encourage you, while you're here, just start praying for people. And during impartation, you might see people like shaking with electricity and all that stuff. If that doesn't happen to you, don't think God didn't do anything, because that hasn't happened to me either. And I just started laying hands on people and they're falling over, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's pretty cool. So get excited for impartation time and just start praying for people and have that expectancy and that faith that God can use you too.
Now, before you go, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Prior to your impartation, how many people had you prayed for had been healed?
0.
And the last 3 months, how many have you prayed for has been healed?
Between 75 and 100.